your time, and since you're new to Audi, I thought I'd give you a quick overview of both the brand and the TT in particular. So Audi stands for sportiness, sophisticated, and progressive. A lot of racing heritage and a lot of pushing technology and so on. If we look at the front, if you just crouch down a little bit with me, if you will. I know you're pregnant, so that's okay. I can get a chair if you prefer. But I just want you to take a look at the front. So this big wide grille, to make a fire, you need heat. You need what else? You need fuel. And you need oxygen. Okay. So this big grille tells us that there's something big going on under the hood. Right? The more air I can get in, the more fuel I can burn, and the more performance I can get out of this. Our four rings, Audi, DKW, Horch, Vonda, four companies that came together back in the 30s to form that. Now, if you ever are on the highway, if you've ever been in an accident or have friends that are, the first thing somebody says is, I didn't even see it. So with our daytime running lights, those LEDs leading, there's a line there, you're going to be visible from all over. So nobody is ever going to say, I didn't see it. Okay? TT, the name of the car, comes from a motorcycle race run on the Isle of Man called the Tourist Trophy. One of the other brands that came to join this company is called NSU. They're not represented by the ring because 5 rings was trademarked by the Olympics. So they were huge in motorcycle racing and also the use of aluminum. If you'll come over here, I'm going to open this door. Let's take a peek there. If you look at the center console there, the shape of it here, that's meant to represent the motorcycle fuel tank to sort of go back to those days.
Oh, that's so cool.
Motorcycle racing. Okay. There's another leading technology in this vehicle, and that's our use of aircraft-grade aluminum. There are about 15 cars in the world that have a chassis made from aircraft-grade aluminum. And what that does, it makes the car lighter and less body flex. And the less the body flexes, the better the car can do what it needs to do. Now, some of those other 15 cars are the Bugatti Veyron, a $2 million car. Porsche, one of the Porsche models, a Ferrari F430. So some very, very high end, the Lamborghini Gallardo and so on. So this utilizes that technology. Now, one thing you're going to see, that use of aluminum is carried throughout the vehicle. If you'll pull on this door handle, or if you look at this door handle, tell me what that's made out of.
Aluminum?
It actually is made out of aluminum, aircraft grade aluminum, exactly. There are a lot of cars in the market where that's actually made of plastic. So if you went to a really nice restaurant, how would that be? Would that be acceptable at Morton's or Four Seasons or something? No, this is not a luxury experience. Right? So we want to make sure that we're authentic throughout. We're going to use that material. The last part I want to talk to you about has to do with performance. Is this car comes with magnetic ride. So it lets the car suspension do what it does, which is keeping the wheels and tires on the ground as much as possible so that the car turns and so on. So there's a fluid inside the shocks, and this is represented by this here. So if you can push your thumbs back and forth on that, and as we increase the intensity of the magnet, that becomes harder and harder to push. Oh. So the car's constantly adjusting the resistance in those shocks so that, again, we want that contact patch of the tire to be on the ground as much as possible. If we look at that tire, we see, oh, we've got a nice sized wheel and so on, but you know, we don't think about how little of that tire is actually on the ground at any given time. Right? Multiply that by 4, those 4 little pieces of rubber are the only things keeping you from being on the road and leaving the road.
1 minute.
Now, in the Roadster in particular, we've got a multi-layer top to keep it quiet. Audi does not do a hardtop convertible, and that's by design. Making that hardtop makes the car heavier. It's more complex, and it means you have even less storage in the boot or the trunk when you have the top down. The flat-bottom steering wheel comes from racing as well. Audi's a multi-time winner at Le Mans, and if you'll notice, if you've ever watched one of those races, the drivers actually take their steering wheel with them, and the new driver comes in with his own steering wheel, and it's flat on the bottom, so it's easier for them to get in and out of the vehicle. So we represent that here as well. And then this particular TT is fitted with the carbon exterior kit, makes the cars lighter, and also visually tells people that something special is going on. So you've got this carbon fiber mirror housing, and the dark titanium wheels to sort of complete the look and let somebody know that you're driving something special. So when you're in this car, you can feel good about it. and know that other people who see you are gonna say, wow, this woman knows what she's doing, she knows cars, and she knows she's got her hands on this special. So.
Thank you